If you've taken the time to play the recent Final Fantasy VII demo available, you'll notice that there's 3 different battle modes: easy, normal, and classic. Which should you play? What's the difference? Stay tuned. Welcome back to Chat with Matt, everyone. My name is Matt and this is Sodi Pop on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching my previous videos and liking, comment, subscribing, and if you haven't yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and do so. It really does help out my channel, helps me grow, and helps me learn. I do love actually commenting with you. The last video I got a whole bunch of comments and we can go back and forth. I really do enjoy that kind of interaction. It's a big reason why I do this actually. So today we are going to discuss the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo and specifically the battle system. If you want my full impressions, I did make a previous video which deep dives into it. Just spoilers, I am super excited for it. The visuals are amazing. The banter between the characters is fantastic. And the battle system is really tight and responsive. Now with the Final Fantasy demo, there are 2 different main battle modes. There's one that's much more active. We're going to call that the normal mode, which is called in the demo. And then there's classic, which has you take a step back and really just oversee the field. I'm going to talk about my pros and cons of each, which will I play during the normal session once I eventually receive the game, and then kind of some things I hope they change along the way. So we're going to start out with the normal mode. Normal mode is normal difficulty, so you will experience somewhat of a challenge. You are controlling the character from A to Z, so all of their dodge rolls, all of their blocks, their normal attacking, their special attacking. You press X to go into mode where you can choose items, magic, and of course their special abilities. You need to pay attention to a lot, and when you have more than one character, if you're switching between Barret and Cloud or eventually Tifa, there's a lot to handle and control. I definitely experienced that the first time I played the demo. The second time I played the demo, I got a much better hang on what's going on, and it was a lot of fun switching back and forth. Super, super dynamic. It feels good to use. Unlike something, like I said, Dragon Age Origins before, I just stuck with one character and kind of let the other guys do their thing. I really enjoyed the way this works out. And you can do different combos. Barret can do lightning, which is a weakness, and then Cloud can come in with his heavy hits. Really nice and eventually easy to use, but it's going to get so much more complicated. So watch out for that. The other mode, classic mode, has you take a step back in what you're doing, and it has the character take over all the basic functions. So moving, basic attacking, and dodging, and blocking. So most of what you need is taken care of, and then the only thing you'll need to do is press X and then use your potions or tell other characters that you want them to do a special move or 2. It is much easier, partially because they also force you to go into easy mode instead of the normal difficulty level, which I hope they change for the final game. I wish you could use classic and then still have it be in the normal difficulty, because I can imagine for some bigger challenges that would be too easy, or would be useful if you are in normal mode and then you wanted to switch to a more classic mode so you could actually see the battlefield and see what's going on. Also, it's cool for younger people who are new to games, or people who have accessibility issues where they can't constantly do these quick commands and switch quickly between things and see what's going on over here and over there. There's a lot going on, so I think that is really nice for those players of the game, which there will be lots, just like there were the first Final Fantasy VII. I think this remake is going to get a lot of new people into the RPG genre. It is going to be great. Well, it looks like it's going to be great. We'll see. I think it's going to be a pretty special game. And secondly is you can dynamically take over the flow of the battle. So if you're playing classic mode, you're hanging back, you're letting your character do the actions, well, maybe I want to attack someone else, I want to do something else. You can just use the controls as normal, as you would in normal mode. You can take over completely, and it's like classic mode isn't even happening. Now again, you're still in the easy level of difficulty, so there is that, but you can take over. I put up a screen of me doing that. It's as if the classic mode just went away and then came back dynamically. I was super impressed that you were able to do this. I just kind of tried it out and it worked, and it is very, very cool. Now, one thing I really love about classic mode is that when you take a step back, there's a lot of amazing visuals going on in the battlefield, especially when you start getting summons like Infrit or Odin or, man, Knights of the Round. Can you imagine? You want to see what's going on. You're trying to focus on keeping your character alive, and then in classic mode, you're focusing on that, but you don't have to do the minutia of the dodge rolls and all the blocks, and then you can see all the amazing sights going on around you. It's a really cool spectacle just in general for the battle. So I do hope that they would actually take into account that, man, some people do want to play in classic, but they still want a hard challenge. They still want a boss that's going to put up a big fight. So hopefully that will come with the final game. Now, there are pros and cons to both. I'm going to be playing in normal difficulty if the system remains the way it is. I just really enjoyed it. I love controlling the minutia. Now, with that said, you can dynamically switch between them on the fly. So you can press pause, go into the options menu, you can choose easy, you can choose classic, you can choose normal. There's no issue. So if you want to do that, you can. I'm not sure if it will affect trophies on the PlayStation 4 or any sort of things that happen during the story or special items you can get. I have no idea. Guess we'll know more when it comes out and people dive into it and break it apart, as it will be broken apart. It's Final Fantasy VII. Well, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the battle modes below. If you've heard anything that I haven't covered in this video, I am of course super excited for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And again, go and check out my impressions. Go ahead and look at my other videos and let me know what you want to hear about coming up. Now again, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch, you can find me 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Sodi Pop Media and pretty much everything else. We have Twitter, Instagram, TikTok now, and of course Twitch, and check it out. Alright guys, remember to be yourself and go eat a cookie. Have a great day. Bye.